Hi guys, this is Prithvi. In this video, I am going to tell you about CPQ administration. First of all, I am going to give an overview of CPQ administration. What is CPQ? CPQ stands for Configure Price Quote. And what does CPQ do? Actually, CPQ just automates the function of selling process. Just the user just meeting the unique customer's requirement. Now, the CPQ, actually it was developed by a company called Callidus, and later in 2017, the Callidus company merged with German company called SAP, and the product emerged as SAP CPQ Callidus Cloud. Now we'll go into the main subject, CPQ administration, as you see here in this chart. And the CPQ administration thing has four main important subtopics or subtopics emerged in this, or customer admin, product admin, user admin, and you see the code admin. Four things: customer admin, product admin, user admin, and code admin. Before going in detail of these topics, first of all you should understand what is CPQ administration and just what happens in this. So here we have a main like three main things here. Thing is that CPQ administration, SAP CPI, and S4 HANA. CPQ administration. First, with all the script things and the code process, everything just happen here. So first from CPQ, the request will go into CPI, then CPI, the request will go into S4 HANA. So CPQ, CPI, S4 HANA, all these three as cloud tenants. CPQ is a cloud tenant, CPI is a cloud tenant, and S4 HANA is also a cloud tenant. CPQ is the lead system where all the process take place. And when you get into CPI, it acts as a middleware. CPI acts as a middleware, and S4 HANA acts as a database. And if you see CPQ, the request for getting information or retrieving information from CPQ, the request just goes into CPI, which is a middleware, and the CPI, and from CPI the request will go into S4 HANA. CPQ to CPI, CPI to S4 HANA. So in between these three cloud tenants, there are some mediators which help to helps to just transmit information as in this Q2C cyclic process. As you see, from CPQ to CPI, there is some SOAP. SOAP is an architecture which stands for Simple Object Access Process. From SOAP, it goes to, as we'll use the SOAP APIs, Application Program Interfaces, in between CPQ and CPI, in between these three. The request will go from CPQ to CPI through SOAP APIs. And again from CPI to S4 HANA, we have SOAP Cloud Connectors which transmit requests from CPI to S4 HANA. And again, the same thing happens in reverse. The information, as the request went from to S4 HANA, the information will transmit from S4 HANA to CPI through SOAP iDocs, which are integrated documents, and the integrated documents conversion takes place in the CPI itself. And again from CPI to CPQ, in between CPI and CPQ you have REST, representational state transfer architecture, which helps the information again transmits from CPI to CPQ. So final conclusion is CPQ acts as a lead system. This is the lead system where all the process takes place, all the information processing and retrieving information, getting information, and everything takes place here. But from where the information will come? Information will come from S4 HANA, which acts as a database. The middleware is CPI, from which the information travels through CPQ. So this is the process from where the information will get into CPQ. So this is the major concept. But instead of that, instead of CPI, nowadays we are using SDI, which is the latest technology in which from CPQ the information is transmitted to SDI. SDI stands for Smart Data Integration through KVs known as knowledge bases. CPQ instead of CPI there will be SDI. CPQ to SDI, SDI to S4 HANA through RESTful web services. Same, instead of CPI we will use SDI. So through CPQ to SDI there will be some knowledge bases, SAP knowledge bases, and from SDI to S4 HANA there will be RESTful web services which help in getting request and again retrieving information. And if you see in CPQ administration we use different kinds of development environments and different kind of languages, such as, like, we can see, first we'll get into Python. Everyone know about Python. It's one of the latest programming languages which is used in artificial intelligence, machine learning, in almost all kinds of things. Python and Iron Python, if you see, it's a latest thing which is first you want to know about the ASP.NET framework, in which many of these languages are used. C# is a language, and you combine the C# and Iron Python and Python ASP.NET framework, you will get the overview of CPQ project. And you see REST, as I told, REST is an architecture which helps from giving information from SAP CPI to CPQ, representational state transfer. So I already said simple object access protocol. Simple object access protocol which helps in requesting the information from S4 HANA database. And this is the backend system. Actually, S4 HANA is a backend system where the information is stored. And if you see, SDI always taught Smart Data Integration. KVs is knowledge bases. And Visual Studio. In Visual Studio, where you perform certain activities like developing the code, developing or testing the code. This is what done in Visual Studio. You will test before the real-time run environment. You will test the code in Visual Studio. So first of all, we'll get in CPQ administration there are some important factors. Let's discuss about these important factors first, and then we'll get into all the things that are involved in CPQ administration, that are present in the things that are present in CPQ administration, like customer admin, product admin, user admin, and code admin. First of all, in CPQ administration, first of all you should buy the tenant from SAP. Then after buying the tenant from SAP, when you open the tenant and you see, the first important major thing is setup. What it contains, all the things like products, codes, all the catalogs in which you can see products, codes, users, customers, and everything, and the information and its attributes, everything, but all will be present in setup. And next, if you come to analytics, there are system performances and business performances in analytics. And if you see global information, in global information you will retrieve the global variables and creating the global variables. There are some global variables. If the variable is a global variable, it can be used anywhere. There is no restrictions for global variables. And browser support is also an important factor in CPQ administration to solve some complexities. And code builder is a very important thing, because you write the code for the given task. The syntax is very important. So creating expressions, checking syntax, getting the particular information, just separating the information, configuring the information for everything. Code builder is very important, and you are building the statements there. And next, if you come to system IDs, there are some identifiers, some system IDs. In that system IDs, there are some sub things like products, attributes, categories, tabs, user types, and shipping methods, and everything. These are all through system IDs. The full information will be provided through system IDs. And file management, this is a very important thing in CPQ administration, because you have many things like product images, category images, attribute images, additional files, actions, etc. If you want to upload a text file or images or anything, the file management is very important, because you will perform all the activities in file management. And next, if you come to tags and expressions, tags are just product customers attributes, and expressions are code, product, model, document generations. These are very important things here. And next, will just go to customer admin, which is very important. You have customer admin, user admin, product admin, and code admin. In customer admin, customers are the organizations which just provide the things or manufacture the things. They are the people who just produces the things. Users are the people who just they use the products just created by customers. So the companies, we in between manages both codes, codes. We just act as an implementers between customers and users. So first we'll get into customer admin. What the customer admin? What are the actions performed by customer admin? And what are the things involved in customer admin are postal code lookout, customer imports and exports. What are the customer imports and exports? And what are the customer actions related to CPQ administration? And custom fields, role defaults, field permissions, and global customers and local customers. We differentiate in between them. All these things are involved in customer admin. And if we come to user admin here, user admin, users they have some permission groups, they have some custom fields, and many companies are involved. And quick searches will get the information by quick search in the user admin. We will be having all the users data, and we will be having also the customers data, and we will just get the information we needed. And users have many things like registration, user, proxy, protocol. These are all followed by users and customers. In between implementers, we are the project takers or holders. We just manage the things between the two people. And next we will come to the code admin. This is one of the important thing here. In the code admin, all the things involved are code visibility. The visibility to users is just managed by the project managers or project implementers. And reports, all the transactions, all the exchanges and all will be present in reports. And cart level aggregates, fields are nothing but customs and key attributes, and AI products and pricing recommendations, queue permissions, code tables, column headings, and everything, email customers and their load, renewal management, and all we'll see and we'll observe in all the websites like Amazon, Flipkart, everything. We use the same things. And the latest version of the code is code 2.0 that we are using now. The latest version is code 2.0 that we are using now. And finally we get into product admin. In product admin, the main thing, the product has its attributes. When we open the CPQ Cloud tenant, we have product catalog. In product catalog we'll have products. In products we have attributes. So this is the architecture. So in product 2.0 is also the latest version we are using now. So first we'll go into the product 2.0. First, before going to product attributes, first we should check the product 2.0. In product 2.4 we will have things like item quantity and product imports and exports, like bulk upload, bulk deletion, custom tables, product cost reference with the users and the customers, and guided selling. Guided selling is just the automation of the things as far we know. Next we'll go to attributes. In attributes, the autocomplete attributes, creating attributes for a product. What are its qualities and characteristics? Attributes are nothing but characteristics of a product. And item quantity attributes, attributes container like translation and export, and attribute quantities and everything, and attribute access level control. With that we are going to just sort out the attributes. So attributes are building blocks of product configuration as per our control over the subject. And if you see, there are many product attribute elements. You can retrieve the information to attribute ID or attribute name and things like that. And this is the major concept of CPQ administration. As I am a techno-functional consultant of CPQ, this is the overview of how CPQ just functions with the things you see here. And like finally, we have SAP support launchpad. Suppose you get an error in the project, you don't know what is the error, you can just post the problem in support launchpad, in which SAP people will answer you why the error has occurred, and they will give a proper explanation. And we also have price book. Price book is the thing that organizes the prices from which the pricing data will come from S4HANA to CPQ via CPA. And in between CPA and CPQ, when it enters the CPQ, the price book configures the pricing data in CPQ. This is the importance of price book. And next, events. Events is, there will be some number of scripts. You write script in scripts workbench. There will be some number of scripts. These scripts will be organized in an order and executed one by one, and this is called events. So as it is organizing by one by one, it is an event. So like that number of things takes place, so it's events. And a code builder is where for the particular field you build the code as per the requirement. So for some fields there will be given some code builder to build it as per the requirements. And this is the thing, and this is the complete architecture of SAP CPQ Callidus Cloud administration. And finally our video got done. Thank you.